Hello everyone, so we are continuing with our sessions on the mastermind scholarships in Belgium, okay? So we have already dealt with admission processes for Genk University. So today we would be looking at Hasselt University. The deadline for admissions at Hasselt University is March 15th, 2024. So let's go straight to the Hasselt University website, and then we check out how you can apply for a master's program at Hasselt University. If this is the first time you are watching any video on this channel, I'm glad you are here. I would encourage you to hit on the subscription button for me and a thumbs up for this video so that we grow as a community. Now let's get into the video. Alright, so before we get straight into the video, let me talk about Amber Student and then we proceed. Alright, so Amber Student is the primary student accommodation platform with more than 1 million beds in over 20,000 properties, okay, across 200 cities worldwide. So with Amber Student, your student housing search ends, okay, so you get to see verified properties where landlord can't cheat you because Amber Student has already verified the properties. Also, the prices are affordable. You can cancel it. You can also book your accommodation now and then pay later. And there are also exclusive offers. Don't worry, I am going to put my direct link that shows that I recommended you for Amber Student into my description so that you can use it and you can get some exclusive offers. All right, so this is the direct page where the link brings you, and then you fill in your details, your email address, your code, your mobile number. Regardless of the country that you are in, you can get access to Amber Student. They might call you, give you a call once you fill in your details, and then you will tell them more about your needs, and then they can sort out the accommodation for you. So if you've been watching videos on my channel, we get to talk about Erasmus Mundus scholarships where you get to travel from one country to another. Amber Student is for you because you need to change your housing every semester. So once you talk to Amber Student about this, they can help you secure your accommodation even before you move to your next destination. Also, studying in UK, whether in the University of Glasgow, University of Lancaster, Derby, or the universities we have mentioned, once you use Amber Student, you can be able to secure your housing even before you get to the university. And one good thing about Amber Student is that most of the housing that they secure you are closer to a university, so you get to save a lot of money. All right, so you fill in the details here and someone from Amber Student is definitely going to contact you. So we are on the scholarships page of Hasselt University. If you can read very clearly, it states here scholarships incoming student. Okay, so once we scroll down, we are going to see mastermind. Okay, I already opened this. Let me close it. This is how it looks when you are on the platform. Don't worry, the link is going to be in the description so that navigation, access, and application can be and would be very, very easy for you. Okay, so once you see the mastermind, you just click on the plus sign on your right, and then it opens the portal for you. New call for academic year 2024 to 2025 is open. Okay, so the statements here begin to explain the mastermind scholarships, but we have already explained that in my previous video. Don't worry, I would put the link to the whole composition of the mastermind scholarship and what it entails in the description so that you can check that out. So basically, in the video, I'm going to be explaining all these things already. Okay, so now straightforward, we move to the application procedure. Okay, so this is an application to Hasselt University because before you can be considered for the mastermind scholarship, you must have applied to Hasselt University. Okay, so application procedure, step 1. The first step is that you have to submit a completed application file, including all the mandatory documents for the relevant master program at Hasselt University. Okay, so we are going to be looking at the application procedure before the deadline of the specific master program very soon. Okay, so step 1 is that you have to apply for a master's program at Hasselt University, and then the second step is that you have to complete this mastermind application form by 15th March 2024. Please note that you need to upload the following documents in the application form: 2 recommendation letters from professors of your previous home university or recent employer written in English. Please merge the 2 letters in one PDF document and upload the document here. Students applying for Master of Management or Master of Transportation Sciences also have to upload their admission letter from Hasselt University. Okay, so the timeline, March 15, that is the deadline for applications at Hasselt University. So there are 2 steps here. So let's start with step 1 and then we come back to complete the mastermind application form, that is step 2. Okay, so we are going to start with step 1. You just click on see application procedure. Okay, so once you click on see application procedure, it brings you to this page. Okay, so below you will find information on the admission requirements and application process for our English Masters program. We encourage you to carefully read through the steps before submitting your application. Okay, so application process is in 6 steps. First, you select your program, you check the deadline, you determine your eligibility, you submit your application, you pay the tuition fees, and then you complete your registration. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to break all this down for you so that you understand everything perfectly. Let's check the application checklist. Okay, so the following items must be submitted either online or through postal mail. First, your ID or your passport, and then your passport photo, mandatory for scholarship applicants. Please get a professional photographer to take you your passport picture so that you can upload it as part of your application. Okay, then you need your secondary or high school diploma, that is your WASI certificate, and then your resume, that is your CV. I would encourage you to use the Europass CV format. Just check the links in my description. You would know how to generate a Europass CV within a few minutes. The next thing you need is the English language certificate, which varies from program to program, but mostly once you come from an English speaking country, that is Ghana or Nigeria or Kenya or Uganda or Malawi, you might be exempted from the English language proficiency. So please kindly check at the program website. Okay, so we will be looking at the program website very soon. But there is a GRE certificate that is not mandatory. However, it is strongly recommended for international degree holder applying for a Master of Statistics. So bear that in mind. Then there is a letter of motivation, which is very mandatory. I would include a link on how to write a letter of motivation in the description. You can check that out. Then you can also submit your thesis abstract only for Master of Management. So if you are applying for a Master of Management program, then you need your thesis abstract. Then you need recommendation letters, 2 letters required for scholarship applicants. So bear that in mind. Then you need your higher education diplomas, that is certified hard copies via post mail or digital verification request. Okay, so that is your degree certificate. Either you post it to the school or you can verify it digitally. Okay, we would look at that also very soon. And then you need your higher education transcript of records, same way. Either you send the hard copy to the school or you verify it digitally. Okay, also there's the official translations of diplomas and transcripts of records. So official translations if your documents are not in English but coming from Ghana, Nigeria, or any other African speaking country, your documents are in English, so you do not need to translate any official documents. Then you need a portfolio if you are applying for a Master of Interior Architecture. So now let's look at step 1. Okay, so Hasselt University offers a variety of study programs. Moreover, there are scholarship opportunities available for international students. Okay, so our concern is the mastermind scholarship, and we have already checked that page already. Don't worry, we would go back to complete the mastermind application form. Okay, so below is a list of our English master programs. This is a list of English programs at the University of Hasselt, or the Hasselt University. Let me correct myself. Okay, so you can apply for a Master of Interior Architecture, a Master of Management, a Master of Biomedical Sciences, Master of Transportation Sciences, and then a Master of Statistics and Data. So these are the programs in English that you can apply for any of these programs. Okay, so once you click on the program, it's going to take you to the program page, and then you can check the requirements for the program. So now we move on to step 2. Okay, so each program has specific deadline depending on where you are from. So international non-European students often have to go through lengthy visa procedures for which a proof of admission is required. The deadlines are set earlier, keeping them in mind. So once you click on the program here, you're going to see the deadline for application to your master program. However, just bear in mind that the Mastermind Scholarship has a specific deadline in April. So I would advise you to apply for your master's program as soon as possible without wasting much time. For instance, yes, this is the Mastermind Scholarship. Once you click on it, remember the deadline is what? March 15th. So I would encourage you to put in your application as soon as possible. Okay. So then you have to determine your eligibility for the program. This is just a summary of the requirements that you need per program. Okay, so you have to read it and then make sure that you are eligible for the program. For instance, let's look at the language requirements for the Master of Interior Architecture. So with the language requirements, you need either TOEFL, IELTS, or Cambridge. However, listen, you can be exempted if your knowledge of English language can be proven otherwise. Okay, so you can be exempted if your knowledge of English language can be proven otherwise. So I would encourage you to just get an English proficiency letter from your university, and that is going to prove your English language speaking ability. And with that, you do not need to provide any language test when you're applying for any of these programs at the Hasselt University. And with that, you are good to go. Okay, so then you can check your eligibility for any of the programs here. The next thing that you have to do is that you have to submit your application. So now that you have chosen the program and checked the deadlines and determined whether you are eligible, it is time for you to submit your application. Okay, so you have to complete your application first. There's the online pre-registration, and then the second one is the document verification. Okay, so online pre-registration. Okay, so we can begin with the online pre-registration. So once you click on it, it brings you to the application portal where you fill in your details and then you can start your application. Okay, so this link is going to be in the description, so that navigation and application becomes very, very easy for you. Okay, so once you are done with your online pre-registration, where you get to upload all the documents that I mentioned earlier on that are required for you to apply for a master's program at Hasselt University, the next thing is that you have to verify your documents. Okay, and for your documents to be verified, there are two ways. It's either you send your documents, the required documents. Okay, so once you fill in your application, you are going to see a list of the required documents that you need. So it's either you send those documents to the school directly, or you can verify them digitally. Okay, so you can either send the documents to the school directly or you verify them digitally. Okay, so now that we are done with step 1 of the application process, we have to complete step 2. Mind you, after you apply for the master's program, you have to come back to the scholarship page and then you have to fill in your mastermind application form. This is specifically to Hasselt University. Okay, so once you finish with step 1, you have to come back to step 2. So now we just click on mastermind application form and then it brings you to this portal. Okay, once it brings you to the mastermind application portal, you get to fill in your details, and after filling in your details and then the programs you are applying for, you submit it, and then with that you are good to go. And that is it. You have now applied for your master's program at Hasselt University, including the mastermind application. Okay, I just want to let you know about a few things in the application process. There was something written on pay the tuition fees. Okay, so let me clarify application fee and tuition fees for you. Okay, so tuition fee is something that you have to pay once you are enrolled on the program. If you could quite remember, if you go back to my video on the master mastermind scholarship, I said something about enrollment fee. Okay, so that is a small amount that you have to pay to confirm your enrollment in the school. Okay, and I specified categorically that you can get that money. You can even take that money from the scholarship if you are awarded a scholarship. Okay, so now let's look at the tuition fee. So this is the page that specifies the tuition fees that you would have to pay. I just want you to be informed. I just want you to be informed about the tuition fees and let you know that it's nothing exorbitant that you have to be scared of. So let's just scroll down. So it reads here, students with a mastermind scholarship pay 115.80 euros for tuition fee. Okay, but the next academic year it's going to be 131.50 euros for your tuition fee. So it's nothing exorbitant that you must be afraid of, and this is different from application fee. Okay, I just want to remind you that there's no application fee for the mastermind scholarship and there's no application fee to Hasselt University. This is just a tuition fee that you have to pay after you have been granted admission, and you can definitely get that back from your scholarship. Okay, so let me prove to you that there is no application fee to Hasselt University. Okay, so let's just click here, frequently asked questions. Okay, once you are at the frequently asked questions section, you can explore all the questions that you have on your mind, but then I just want you to know, let's look at the specific questions. Do I have to pay an application fee? Just click on the plus sign. Applying at Hasselt University is free of charge. You do not have to pay an application fee, so just bear that in mind. Okay, so I will be putting all these links in the description, including the link to the mastermind form. Just bear in mind, when applying to Hasselt University, you need to complete 2 steps. Step 1, step 2. Step 1 is application for a master's program at Hasselt University. After that, you have to complete the mastermind application form. All the relevant links will be in the description so that navigation application would be easy for you. I wish you all the best, and I'll definitely catch you on the flip side. In our next video, we are going to explore another school that is eligible for the mastermind scholarship. I'm out.